So today we're actually going to have kind of a bit of a deja vu, sorta, because we're going to be looking at this guy. This is Perceptor, made up of a trio of minicons. We've done this before, except that was Armada, and this is Energon. And this trio and their combined mode will be our focus this time around in the latest GotBot True review. Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe, and while you're at it, light 'em up, baby. And hit that notification bell. Helps me out a ton. It lets you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, Transformers Collectors NL, the Autobot Family, Transformers vs. G.I. Joe vs. DC Universe vs. Marvel, and all my social media links. They're all in the description below. If you want to help the channel, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon, see what we offer to you through Teespring, or of course, hit the join button right here on YouTube. And this is Energon Perceptor. What can I say about this? Okay, so we have 3 individual minicons. I think 1 out of the 3 is good. The other 2 are suffering for the combined mode. And the combined mode looks fantastic, but how well does it actually function? Well, we're about to find out when we head over to the table and take a look at the trio and the combined mode. So thanks to friend of the channel, Wayne, we not only had a chance to look at the Armada Perceptor, but we're going to look at the Energon Perceptor as well. Fun fact, this is like the 3rd time I've tried to do this review. These guys do not like to focus. If this goes out of focus, I sincerely apologize. Just roll with it. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. But they're so tiny, and I'm not going to lie, generally, except for one member, so poorly done that I'm not surprised they don't want to focus. I'd say that they probably offend the camera. Nevertheless, we're going to try and plug through here, and we're going to kick things off with the lower body, the pants, the feet first. That's going to be Grindor. And I don't know what Grindor is this time. It doesn't seem to be a space skateboard. This is fairly accurate to the animation. I'm going to give it an 8. It is missing paint apps. The transformation is boring and not really inspired as far as I'm concerned, and the resulting robot mode, well, I'll let you see it for yourself. All we really do here is we fold these up and bring these down. We rotate the feet around. We take the arms and we kind of rotate them like that so we can stand the guy up, and then we split this and we have like fast food looking mascot guy. There's a little bit closer. Yes, it generally looks like Grindor. In terms of movement, he has movement at the ankles, and I guess technically he has a knee, but he has no thigh. And the arms, they can move around, but there's no elbow or anything like that because the arms are just one solid piece. I think he sacrifices a lot for the combined mode of being pants, personally. Speaking of becoming pants, we turn him around and we put his hands back on his hips. We turn his feet around and again collapse them back up so that he stands like this, and then we split him and we bring out his like upper legs and spine. Okay, now let's try and take note of a couple of things here first. 1, the legs really don't have any movement. We have movement at the ankles, but the legs themselves really do not have any movement. This spine is what's going to basically hold the whole thing for Perceptor together. We have 2 connector pieces right here. That's what Sureshock will peg into. On the back we have another one down here. I don't know what it's for, but we have a little peg up top right there. That little peg up top is what Highwire, as the head, is going to peg into. But this is the bottom. Like I said, really no movement. Let's do the torso next, which is the goofy little quad that was originally a moped. I don't know if this is an upgrade or not. It rolls fine. We will take the front tires and we bring them down, and we bring them down, and we kind of angle the tires a little bit. When we want to go to combined mode, we'll leave them like that. But for now, we're going to bring them all the way down because they're going to be his feet to basically stand on. We turn the guy around, and then we open out an arm, and we open out an arm. We could turn him back around again this way if you like. We angle up that whole section and bring the arms down, and then the little gold section here becomes his head. And this, in the end, is Sureshock in his robot mode. Here he is up close. The arms can go around. There's no elbows. The legs can't really move. The head doesn't move. Nothing else moves. This is it. I don't really like the transformation. I don't really like the resulting robot. Poor articulation. Again, I think he sacrifices a lot to be a torso and arms, but that's just me. I don't know. Overall, he's about a 5, I guess. Just like Grindor at best was about a 5. And I think I'm being generous. To go to his combined mode, we bring all of that down. We extend these arms and we bring these out to the side, and we have a huge opening here in the back. That huge opening in the back is going to go attached to those 2 pegs that I talked about earlier, so that we have a torso that looks like this. Are we symmetrical? Yes, in terms of color. Are we functional? Hardly. The ankles are on ball joints so they can move for stability, so he stands well. Besides that, nothing else moves except for the arms able to go around and out to the side that far. And the elbow, for some reason, is backwards. I don't know what the point is of even having that if you were going to make it backwards, but that's just me. Highwire is the last one. He is absolutely the star. Overall, he looks like an 8. In terms of his transformation, it's pretty clever. I'm going to say that it's a 10, honestly, for something so small. And I'm going to say his articulation is a 10. Overall, he is the absolute standout star. Although, he does have trouble standing. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. To do his transformation, really what we're doing is kind of standing up the legs. And now we need to turn this the right way. So we turn it this way. This head here is the combined mode head. We want that on the back. And it can kind of come up over the back there for now. We fold up his little feet sections and we split the legs. Then at the shoulder up here, we rotate it to bring this, we rotate it to bring this section down. We turn it to give him an elbow. An elbow, I think that's amazing. And then we bring that section down. And in the end, here he is in his robot mode. But he has a ton of articulation with the head able to go left and right. The shoulders, both of them can go all the way around. This one has a bicep swivel and an elbow. We have splits all the way out to the side. He can kick forward, he can kick back. He does have toe tilt. He does not stand easily, but the little guy can score something like this. I mean, it's a kneeling pose. The arm is bent. Come on, what's not to like here? Now, in terms of him and his combined mode, it's actually quite simple. We bring up the head here, and really, all you want to do is straighten out the legs here on the back and get all of this arm junk at the shoulders and stuff sort of out of the way. It's going to connect right here. The legs will technically end up kind of up over the back of his head, up like this. This is not the right way to do them, which means we need to turn them at the waist, holding on to the head, because they should be facing this way. And that's basically how we want it to go. When it goes attached, we use this pour over the peg I pointed out earlier, so that in the end, Perceptor looks like this. And this is kind of what we end up with. It looks symmetrical, it looks good, it displays well, it looks brilliant. In terms of looks, honestly, it's a 10. It looks great, I love it. The transformation to get here is not hard. Unfortunately, the individual bots really suffer to get here, or at least 2 out of 3 of them, because Highwire is brilliant by himself. The other 2, not so much. In this mode, I wish we had more articulation, because it looks good, but it doesn't function all that well. We have the ankles, the legs don't really do anything, nothing worth noting. The arms can go all the way around, and they have a backwards elbow. The head can move, which is nice because it's a free-floating head, but in doing so, you tend to move bits and pieces of Highwire all around as well. It displays nicely. It doesn't function the best. As a whole, I would say the set's about a 5. But if you're only going to have one member out of the trio, make sure it's Highwire, because just of himself, by himself alone, he's fantastic. And here we are once again, and here they are. Look, individually, there's only one bot that's any good. I don't like Grindor. I don't like Sureshock. I only like Highwire. The other 2 have great alt modes. Well, no, that's not even true. Grindor's alt mode, I don't know what it is. His robot's not good. He's an okay pair of pants, but not the most functional because they don't really move. I think Grindor is the biggest failure of the trio. Sureshock has a great quad mode. His individual robot leaves a lot to be desired, and he's an okay torso. I just wish that the elbow was facing the right way, you know, instead of facing back. And then we come to the standout star by far, Highwire. He should go out on his own, abandon the other two. Excellent articulation. He looks good, great alt mode, great everything, to be honest with you. I couldn't be happier with him. I really, honestly couldn't be happier with him. The combined mode here looks tremendous, but highly limited articulation, even though he stands well. He displays well, not the most functional thing. I think an update of this could be done way better than what we have here. Maybe for you he has nostalgia. For me, objectively speaking, there's more that could be done here to improve it and just plain make it better. Let me know what you think about these guys. Do anything here kind of stand out to you? Do any one member stand out to you? I appreciate you coming by. Give me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. You can check us out on Patreon, see what we offer to you through Teespring. Or of course you can hit the join button right here on YouTube, become a channel member. While you're at it, man, hit the subscribe button, stick around, have some fun with us. Don't forget that somehow, someway, each and every single day, man, you do make a difference. And I look forward, baby, to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights, at the stop motion premieres, and as of this recording, Season 2, Episode 11 of Universal Collision is coming up this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or, of course, we can get together the old-fashioned way right here inside the videos.